Well, hello. Good evening, everybody. I hope y'all had a day. Kind of a late night one, but um, I saw something on the internet that I needed to get out there like immediately. I was looking up a name of a person who has passed on that's involved in my situation somehow. I don't know how to say this name. Koimo Imnopna, I believe is how that's said. But when I was Googling this name, this other thing popped up. And this other thing is something called the Momo Challenge. Y'all, that's evil stuff right there. This Momo Challenge thing, this thing has a demonic entity attached to it. As soon as I saw that face, my stomach started to hurt and I had to say the Lord's Prayer. I feel like I need to clean my house. Seriously, this thing is supposedly causing children to want to unalive themselves. Y'all, this thing is evil. Evil. And I'm not even joking. It's not okay. We need to keep our kids and everybody away from this thing because I don't know why they created it or under what circumstances it was created, but that thing is demonic. And it's something we need to watch out for. Watch our kids. They shouldn't be watching. They shouldn't be looking at that. It made me sick. All right, so I have a reminder for the FBI. And this reminder is, well, first of all, y'all are on somebody's tail, and they keep evading you somehow. I want you to remember cross-dressing. Remember that there are people that are in the situation that are cross-dressers. And that might be how this person is evading you. And they move at night. Apparently, there is a person or people, and I believe this is my so-called family, saying that I'm autistic. I am not. I asked my spirit guides. I'm not. And I only asked because I am really kind of an introvert. I stay to myself, but, given the circumstances, there aren't a whole lot of people I trust. So I asked to be fair to myself. And they said, no, I'm not autistic. But I guess that's something my family's trying to say. So I wanted to share something that I learned today. There's apparently a Harvard study that showed that being lonely and socially isolated was associated with a 29% increased risk of heart attack and 32% greater risk of stroke. With that information and the fact that this whole group of people, this coven, the secret society that isolated me the way that they did, plus the black magic that they were doing to try to give me a heart attack, just kind of goes to show what being socially isolated can do to people. But what these folks fail to realize is, first of all, I'm not lonely because I have God and Jesus and the archangels and my ancestors. So I'm not lonely by any means. I'm never alone. Plus, I have a bird that talks. You're never alone when you have a bird that talks. And I like to be alone. So that whole socially isolating me thing kind of really backfired on you. Just saying. Here's some interesting information. Butterflies drink blood. It's not something that's in their everyday diet. It's not their usual diet. But if they have an opportunity, they will drink blood because of its rich nutrients. Kind of crazy, huh? I don't know why I'm guided to say that. I don't know why that was something that was that just stuck out to me, but I'm for some reason guided to say it. So there is somebody in my situation that doesn't want to be involved anymore, but this person is being blackmailed to be involved. There are people in my family that want to withdraw from this plan to disrupt, destroy my life. So the family is divided. And the narcissist of the family doesn't want to quit and is really pissed off that there are people that are backing out. This person that doesn't want to stop, you may be meeting the Grim Reaper because you don't want to stop. Just FYI. So the next thing on the agenda is to start sending me illnesses. They don't want me to get the house, the inheritance. And they're doing everything they can to keep that from happening. It's already happening. It's already going to happen. It's already happened. But they are doing everything they can in last ditch effort to keep me from getting it. So now it's all about trying to send me sicknesses and illnesses. I'm not alone. Not anymore. I have a lot of people who are supporting me. I feel more protected now than I ever have in my entire life. And there are a lot of people that are praying for me. And I thank you all very much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. So there's a man involved in this situation that apparently found out that there was actually a secret agenda against him as well as there was this agenda, which wasn't so secret, against me. There have been illicit photos that were used to humiliate me, to traffic me. Someone is on the run. I believe these illicit videos were found on the dark web. And the right people know about it. They're also trying to get me locked up before I have an opportunity to get what's coming to me, what the good Lord is going to give me. So they're trying to have me locked up. They're trying to find a way to get me in some kind of trouble. There's a lot of magic going on right now, confusion spells, mind magic, trying to find a way to control me. Blood sacrifices have been done recently because they don't want to go down for stealing the money that they stole, which I think that they started some kind of a business overseas. And I think this business really went well, but they started it with stolen money. My stolen money. This may sound off the wall, and it doesn't have anything to do with me, but this is something I'm being guided to talk about. So Meghan Markle apparently has a $469 million ring that got lost. And Prince William is, having a hard time with this whole lost ring thing. Well, let me just tell you, Prince William, this ring was not lost. This ring was sold by Meghan Markle. She sold it. Harry doesn't know that she sold it, but she sold it for the money because she's actually a gold digger, and she's only with your brother because of what she can get from it. But everything is backfiring on her, and unfortunately on your brother too. I hope he wakes up soon, because this isn't going to go well. So that ring was sold. Okay, so there is a celebrity that is involved and behind a lot of the things that are happening with me. And this celebrity is Whoopi Goldberg. Remember I talked about back in the past about the color purple? Whoopi Goldberg is a Mason. And she has been harvesting my energy for a very, very, very long time. She is behind this. She just had COVID not too long ago as well. Imagine we're going to start seeing a lot more things going wrong in Whoopi's life. I would imagine that's going to be something we're all going to sit back and watch. We already know that she's not very popular on The View anymore. We already know that people are getting really sick and tired of her. Her attitude and her outbursts and her body functions. She is involved. I'm supposed to let people know that the Repo Man is coming. And I want to talk about this non-binary. Now, I had to look this up because I didn't understand what non-binary means. So a non-binary person is somebody who doesn't identify as male and doesn't identify as female. That's really kind of confusing to me, because we're either born with a penis or we're born with a vajayjay. So you're either a male or you're a female. Now, if you don't want to identify as either one of those things, well, you do you. But the rest of the world is going to see you for what you look like. And that's just how it is. Now, my way of thinking about this whole non-binary thing is a morality thing, really. Because if you want to identify as this, then you allow yourself to lower your moral standards. So you can sleep with either male or you can sleep with either female and not feel bad about it because you don't identify as either one of those things. So you try to let yourself off the hook by saying you're non-binary so that you can do whatever you want sexually and not have any feelings about it, moral feelings about it. It's all this all is, y'all. It's about morals. All this, I'm not in my right body. I was God doesn't make mistakes. If he made you a girl, you were supposed to be a girl. If he made you a boy, you were supposed to be a boy. Whatever you want to do with that is whatever you want to do with that. But the fact that you want everybody else in the world to say, okay, so now you're not a girl anymore, you're a boy, and now we're supposed to call you Fred instead of Fina. That's your personal decision. The rest of the world doesn't have to be a they, a that, a thee, a she, or a he, or a binary, non-binary. If that's your personal choice, and that has nothing to do with the rest of the world. And I think the whole world is kind of getting really sick and tired of all of this garbage. I really do. I mean, how many more letters are you going to add? LG, LBGQSRV. I mean, really. Let's kind of move on from this and get past it, because all you're doing is making yourselves look more and more and more mentally unstable. I was talking to a boy the other day. Young man. He's not a boy, he's a young man. And we were talking about transgender, and we were talking about, men who dress up as women, drag queens who are going to children's schools and reading books to children, men dressed up as women. Now, drag queens, what do? They get up on stage in front of a bunch of people, and they talk lewd and they talk crude, and they, some of them undress, and these are the people that we're letting influencing our children. These are the people we're bringing into our children's schools to read books. Well, are you going to bring a prostitute home to read books to your children? I mean, really? What's the point of why are we pushing that? Why is that even a thing? I mean, I personally would rather have, somebody who wrote novels, maybe, come read books at schools. People who actually have, like true goals other than dressing up as something different than what they are. People who are, literary giants, people like that. Wouldn't you rather have somebody like that come to your schools and read to your children instead of men who dress up as women? I'm just saying. It's all just another way to mock God. That's all it is. Being non-binary just leaves the door open to being morally corrupt. Well, I don't identify as a female. I don't identify as a male. So I think if I sleep with a girl and I'm, technically, have the body of a woman, then it shouldn't make any difference because I don't identify as either one of those things. You are what you are. You are what you are. I think so many people are so over this. They really do. I know I'm over it. It's just more of Satan playing with people and people letting him. There are a lot of people under judgment right now. A lot of people under judgment right now. And this is coming to an end. This is coming to a close. And this situation will be wrapping up. And it's not going to end the way that everybody thought that it was going to end. Nope. It's going to end quite differently than y'all think. And the longer you keep screwing around in my energy, and the longer you keep coming for me, the more karma you're going to reap. So keep that in mind. Because it's getting down to the wire, and you all know it. And there's apparently a witch, a dark witch, that is very, very scared right now. And you should be. Someone is fighting demons in their own home for what they're doing. And you're going to keep fighting those demons on a daily basis. Because everything that you sent to me is being sent right back to you. It doesn't even come to me. It might come to my door and be like, oh no, not her. We're out of here. We're going back where we came from. Because that one's not protected like that one is. I am very protected. And don't you forget it. Okay? Don't you forget it. Do you see that right now? Do you see that face right now? Good. That's good. All right, y'all. Your little hocus pocus doesn't scare me. Because I have the Almighty God with me. So you can take your little hocus pocus and cram it somewhere. Because it doesn't matter what you do. I'm going to win this. All right, y'all. Well, please love each other. Love yourselves. You know I love you all very much. Have a beautiful night. Sleep well, because I know I will. I'll talk to y'all later. Ooh, cats got crazy. Bye.